made both of you, I'll start with Jean, decide to incorporate biohacking into your life? What was the motivation?
For me, it was mainly brain optimization that counts, because I've always been convinced that if you optimize your brain, your body will be optimized almost by itself. 20 years ago, it was like my goal, trying to figure out how this brain can control this body. I found that the biohacking movement became a bit cultish for me, and I've always been a dreamer, and I've always dreamed about the fact that everyone has the right to live longer, and there is 8 billion people on this planet, and I think that it's not only 100,000 or 200,000 people that have the right to live longer. So I'm trying to achieve my dream with lifespanning.
I actually love that too. I think putting the brain first was pretty brilliant. I wasn't smart enough to come up with that. Yeah, I kind of got into it decades ago. I was always into my health and fitness, but it wasn't until I took a telomere test that I found out that I was not doing as well as I thought I was. When I found out at age 50 that I had the telomeres of a 68-year-old. Oh. So that was pretty shocking. And
what are they now?
Now, from last estimate, I'm probably around between like 48 and 52, which is good because I'm 62 and a half now.
Where are you both on supplements? Do you take a lot or a little?
Not much, not many. I was counting this morning actually, because I had that question yesterday, and I always say, I don't take many supplements, maybe 3 or 4. And actually this morning when I took my supplement, it was 11 pills, 2 of the same, so it makes it 10. 10 supplements, more or less. I cycle in and off some supplements, like sometimes I would go on CoQ10 for 10 days and then stop, but I'm trying to avoid to take as many supplements as others do. I don't think it's necessary. Talking about telomeres and biological age, my biological age is stagnant at 28, even if my face doesn't say that.
Stagnant.
Yeah.
I'm stuck at 28.
I'm stuck at 28.
I feel so bad for you right
what
now.
A rough
Well,
place
my
to
brain
be
was
stuck.
that. My brain was stuck younger than that, at 14, but but still, I think that supplement helps people, but not the way that we try to put the supplement in the market. Like most people think that you start a supplement and you stack them one after the other. So they end up by having 150 supplements because they don't want to stop the other ones. It's actually the contrary that you need to do. The reverse of that is like you take a supplement when you feel that you have reached that level. Don't keep going on that supplement. Switch over, cycle off, and go for another one, and try others. I think like spermidine, for example, is one supplement that should be taken regularly, more or less, but antioxidant, not always, because sometimes you can like trigger rashes on your skin because you take too much antioxidants. So that's where I stand for supplements.
How about you, Dave?
And I love the fact that we're so opposite on that. But I don't disagree with you, which you might find surprising. I take a ridiculous number of supplements. I think I'm probably up to about 140 different supplements.
Every day?
Now. Yeah, pretty much. I cycle a lot of them as well. And then when you take that down to individual capsules, it's more like 170 individual capsules and powders and things. But we were talking about this previously. One of the things that I theorize from observing all of the people that are on the top of the Rejuvenation Olympics leaderboard. One thing that we all seem to have in common is that we don't eat processed foods.
That's an important point, right?
Yes. And we're all very careful about the environmental toxins that we either put on our bodies, with our personal care products or take in.
Well, that's why I like to say that biohacking starts with no.
Yes.
That's correct.
Right? Yeah, it starts with no. Like, it's about what you can take out of your life and your diet before you put anything in. My cousin asked me the other day, he asked me if he should take lion's mane for his brain fog. And I said, I think you should stop eating at McDonald's. And so he's now down 20 pounds because he took me seriously. This is a month later. I don't think that biohacking is all that expensive. I mean, it was for me in my first year because I was following the advice of people trying to sell me a bunch of crap. And I know that I've got a vendor hall full of 80 different companies that want to sell you stuff, but they're all there, so you can figure out which one of those things works for you, right? Because I just bought too many of them, and nothing worked until I was able to get, I thought canola oil was healthy if it was organic. Like, I was wrong about so many things. And then once I started to just eliminate things, I started to get healthy.
But you do have to try things and see how they work for you, because every
Right.
body is different.
Right.
You know, men react differently from women. We react differently at different ages, because as we age, we produce less of some things ourselves that we would normally produce when we were younger. We have different genetics. Obviously, we have different epigenetics because we live different lifestyles. So all of these supplements and things react to various people in various ways.
What is your best advice for someone who wants to optimize their health and is just getting started?
If I can start, there is only one thing you can do to optimize your life. Happiness, honestly. Start by being happy, and happiness brings you the freedom of doing pretty much everything you do and you want, including biohacking if you want, but maybe you can go lifespanning, it's better.
What would your advice be to someone getting started?
Well, I think mindset is a brilliant answer. I mean, that's huge. Really just targeting the basics, all the free stuff, right? Getting really good restorative sleep. When you're sleeping, that's when your mind is doing the most repair. Your body is trying to repair and rejuvenate you. And if you're cheating yourself of good sleep, you're cheating yourself of rejuvenation. So sleep is super important. You know, a good diet, very nutrient-dense diet. You don't want to be eating all the junk foods and fast foods. Sure, it's easy, it's very convenient, but again, you're not doing yourself any favors with that. So, you know, diet, nutrition, very important. Exercise, absolutely. You need to sweat, you need to move. You know, they say sitting is the new smoking, right? And those things are basically free. Movement, you can do anytime. Get up out of your chair every 15 minutes if you're stuck in front of a computer. You know, get up, just do some air squats. You know, go run up and down the hall real quick. Just give yourself a couple of push-ups or some chin-ups, something. Just get your heart pumping. Movement is really important. And sweating, of course, helps with the detox of things. And again, not putting junk in your body or on your body. Those are the basics.